we got MOBA versus Deadeye in round number 1 here. Up Tent Pie against Burrowglass. What do we have here? We got a Trollolol. So this is not stock Revenants. Siege Resupply? Reinforced Ballistas, Odrin, Sabrina. I think Burrowglass played this deck a couple months ago in the weekly tournament, where he was using the resupply cards in order to win round 1, in order to try to get along round 3 for Siege and Revenants. Thought he played more resupply cards, but I could be mistaken. We'll say different factions, not different decks. Yes. Did someone... Wait. Oh, did you just... Oh, never mind. That's sweet. Did you just play like 3 banded decks? Trollolol coming down, getting the armor from the Radovid's Royal Guards as well, effectively letting this play for 8 points, as the armor on the troll will be converted to points. Anyway, what's going on in Puppet Tent Pie land? He's playing Madoc? No, no Madoc, just playing a couple of bombs in his list. So Trap Elves with a couple 3 bombs, just to fill out the bronzes. Improve his unitless plan a little bit. See, one of those Swordmasters taken out by a boiling oil, as this Trollolol continues to accumulate armor. 4 to 15, but really 4 to 21. Burrowglass may be a little concerned if his Lambian does die and Trollolol somehow ends up as the only unit on his board. The Serpent Trap is capable of taking out that Trollolol.
Dark clouds gather over to Maria.
Palace goes for the assault. Pulling out Kedweni Knight. Still not clicking on the troll. Maybe considering going a Neuromancy for Mad Charge to put even more armor on it, now that he has this Knight in play. But I imagine having a trap there is going to shut that down. Would be surprised if Burrowglass wanted to play into Serpent Trap here, when it is so easy to just play a Kara Ballista. Yeah. Yep. Resigns himself to not playing any more special cards this round. Just clicks on the troll, gets his tempo. Serpent not doing anything exciting here. Can be clicked for 2 to 3 points, depending on whether or not this Natalis dies. Maybe like a Crushing Trap comes down, and Crushing Trap plus Swordmaster ping lets it kill the Kara Ballista. Oh, Puppet Tent Pie just giving up the round. Burrowglass securing round control, using half an AA and his Trollolol. Pulling out his opponent's Serpent Trap. Is Tortoise there? I don't know. No. Do not think so. It's okay, I'm sure he'll make an appearance. It is his tournament after all. How do you start a game after bans? You should get a game invite. So just sit in the Gwent lobby. We all are sometimes. Yeah, when it's working, it's pretty easy. So I feel like the NR deck just doesn't have the points output, no? A lot of the Siege deck's points rely on being able to remove the opponent's stuff. But Eldain and Traps kind of shuts that plan down. So making a tournament, everyone brings 3 decks from one faction of their choice. Maybe. I don't know, I kind of want to just stick with Vanilla Conquest. I feel like 3 decks from one faction of their choice gets a little fuzzy when you have like different leaders. They can sort of just let you play the same deck in a lot of factions. I feel like it would devolve into pretty samey lineups for most non-monsters factions. I guess ST also. Alright, we do a strike format tournament. If the tournament platform supported it, I would, but the way bans work, I don't know. I feel like I'm asking too much of the players for when I don't have like dedicated moderators for the tournament. Strike is a little bit more difficult to explain than Conquest is. And it helps that Conquest is the format that's used for like all official Gwent tournaments. So if people want to like get exposure to Gwent tournaments, play in Gwent tournaments, Conquest is the format they'd be wanting to play. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a way where like Sabrina post Eldain can be enough points. Damage versus no unit seems no bueno. Yeah, this matchup seems very difficult.
Customer is king.
You know what's sad when Hattori is just getting Incinerating Trap? Because you know the card's good enough. Incinerating Trap's like low-key one of the best traps for this deck. He's Hattori's back row. I don't think he's expecting to be able to keep his Hattori points anyway. Now I just play the Crushings. Opponent should have 10 minutes to get their ban in. Who is your opponent? Oh, it's already gave you the win. Your opponent failed to get the ban in. Hey, Cusento, thanks for the raid! Welcome, everybody. That's the memo I got confused. Yeah, I don't know. If you guys want to play friend matches, you can. I'm not gonna like force you to, but yeah. Ugh. I never know when like there's an actual problem where the tournament platform bugs out, or it's just like someone doesn't know how to get the ban in, or like they click on a deck and not click the button. Wish the logs were a little bit more detailed.
Wait the signal. Till then, don't budge.
Do you want that? Melee? Because if the Cherubial goes melee too... It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We would have to go ranged. Is he playing the Eldain now? I guess playing the Eldain now lets him play the Verno next. Verno next just clears the board, but this does give him a window to play the Sabrina. The Sabrina's huge here. He just parks it there. I love it. I love it. That makes so much sense. That is one way to punish the melee feign death. So what, you reinforcements another Revenant? You know his last card's Verno. If it was anything else in the deck, it would have been played before the Eldain. But is this going to be enough points? Verno ranged, he gets to use 2 leader charges. It's a big swing, but is it going to be 47 points? Ping there lines up the Falibor. Not appear to be enough. Short by 11. 10-point game there. Elves taking it. Unitless for a little bit too long. Not able to make up the huge burst points. And into game 2 we go. Played so well too. Yeah, I don't know. I can't help but feel like there had to be a round 2 push there, but maybe his deck just doesn't push round 2. I feel like that went about as well as he could have asked for by bricking the Verno. Anyway, he's gonna try again, this time with MOBA on red against Uptempire's lined pockets. What is in this pockets deck? We got the Blacksmith for an additional Novigradian Justice target. We're playing Siggy. Is there no Flying Gridinian? Is that a Derogare? We got a Derogare. That's one way to get a Syndicate lock. Finding that little extra bit of interaction. Proglass probably again gonna be doing those trollolol things in round 1. In this matchup though, you gotta be a little worried about Philippa coming down. Yoinking that troll with all of its armor. Well, against this T, you don't need to be too worried about clicking on the troll early. It would certainly feel pretty bad to have a 7-point trollolol with 10 armor yoinked by a Philippa. But 27-4 to buy with the typical Syndicate start. Pulling both the safe crackers out. Longest voice line in the game. As the payday comes down, needing the used Rat of its Royal Guard, boosting up those safe crackers, profiting an additional coin. Pup Tent, 29 points and 3 coins. Proglass places a Neuromancy, getting his Odrin, who I believe is not a knight. Yeah, Odrin a human soldier, not enabling the Mad Charge yet. Though that Amphibious Assault can be used to get the Kedweni Knight, which will enable it. Mad Charge is a really big card on Trollolol. The 4 and 2 armor is 6 points by itself, and then you get the Vitality 3. Plus all the resupply triggers. Mad Charge plays for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points on board. And then Talus can get the other one. And I believe with no Heat Wave in sight, this is all totally safe. In fact, it even gets the troll out of range of the scariest card the Pup Tent Pie could have in the Philippa. I was thinking about deploying the Reinforced Ballista. Try to get a little bit more warfare value. Decides against it. Just plays his 11.4 provision card. And the gap's slowly closing, 33 to 41 now, as Broglass's engines are getting a little bit more online. Metalis plays for 13.
Dark clouds gather over Temeria.
Boom! 56.49 is in our pools ahead, though it's going to get with plenty of coins to spend. Probably not going to be ahead for long. Pup Tent Pie is running out of cards that he wants to play, as he does have to commit the Siggy. Now, will Broglass play further? The Reinforced Ballista gets ahead, so he chooses to play that. Jack will spend into Pickpocket for Pup Tent. Meter charges. Interesting. I believe that's ending the round. 62-82, 20-point gap here. Is Ballista Falibor. Does that get you round control? 1, 6, 7. You'd have this aligned for 12. I think that's 19. 20, 21. So that would work? By 1 or 2. Decides to play it. Now, will Pup Tent play a big card here, or will he just give round control over to Broglass? Decides it is not worth it. Forces out Broglass's Falibor, but now Broglass has that long round that he was looking for. For his Sieges and Revenants. Picks up the second half of his Echoes. Picks the Gourd. Nice hand. Huh. Yeah, this looks difficult. I mean, Siege is a good card, but all the random pings do sort of get eaten by armor. There's a lot of armor in the Syndicate deck, just incidentally. The Jacques makes armored tokens. The Cleaver has armor. The Crown Splitters that it spawns have a shield. Skewertooth has an armor. He's thinking about going for the push. Besides that he has to bleed. Ugh. That's rough. You definitely see it being the play with the major part of the deck still intact. Trying to play into Cleaver Tunnel Drill, I imagine, is pretty hard. Non-immune pig. There's only the one crime in hand, not a whole lot of value in immuning it. This is looking pretty good. If he holds on to the Amphibious Assault and just like AAs for Paraballista. Like, this is a pretty big decision point. Either he holds the AA for round 3 so that he can AA for like a Kidweni Revenant to leader, or just like AA for a Kidweni Knight if he finds the Revenant, or he can use the AA to get the tempo now and try to force out more resources here. It's sort of tempting to AA for the Ballista, like actually kill the Crown Splitters. Ballista. Killed the wrong Crown Splitter, but... It's drill time. Arrow Ballista down, 13 to 11. Puff Tent Pie looking like he's gonna keep his card. Could a Nero Triss Bombardment? Nero Triss always really risky against Syndicate. See if he gets what he wants. Not even. No, he's got Bombardment. Got Bombardment. I'm blind.
Just
Not quite killing anything, though I don't think that really matters. Does force out the Jacques. Pup Tent Pie with a Gourd remaining. Gourd and Philippa up against Broglass's leader. Yeah. Probably not looking too good. It is possible that Pup Tent Pie misses a Neuromancy Gourd and just has garbage for round 3 and ends up losing. Just save a carryover coin there. Tight play, rather than spending with the Jacques. Use the drill and the spend here to keep the 1 coin. Just tight play. Okay, Neuromancy's been found. Not sure this Philippa is what you want. It's the Jackal instead. Yeah, give him some profit. Oh, kicks the Philippa anyway. Okay. He finds the Gourd there. So he's got Blacksmith for a spender, potentially a Neuromancy for a spender if he needs it. Broglass. Yep. Picks up Kidweni Knight. Typical. There's Rev Leader. Payday can take out one of those. Pontar can take out one of those. Philippa, he just has 3 coins, sure. That also works just fine. It does play a little more into the Sabrina. Only a little bit though. Because that Rev can kill off the Philippa. And I mean, realistically, the Gourd is just plenty of points. Yeah, that dies. The Revenant eats the Philippa. Or not. Yeah. Unfortunately, the NR Warfare not able to get there as Pup Tent Pie takes the series 2-0. I don't feel super confident in my casting ability. I'd probably be a little more comfortable on the analysis desk and having time to prepare thoughts, but I don't know. I think I've gotten a little better at casting over the last 6 months. Solo casting is a completely different beast to like casting with another person too. It's way easier when you have someone to riff with. Okay, what is this pile? Twixmeister has a Siri dash, a Shoop. Who has this lineup beaten so far? You beat Saul 2-0. You gotta pair you with someone who does play-by-play. I don't even know. I feel like when I'm doing solo, I'm doing mostly play-by-play.
let us sing the soul of steel.
Swordmaster coming down. neutral. That's what it appears to be. The feeling Patsy is gonna wreck you. I just hope that it's Patsy that wrecks you and not the tournament client. I really don't care who wrecks who, as long as it's not the tournament client wrecking somebody. Let me put it that way.
Who said you can't win wars with whimsy?
These cards. We're seeing quite the eclectic collection. Twixmeister here. Wolfpack, Iron Falcon, Knife Juggler. Second Pyrotech coming down. The cards from Twix are so bad he can't even click on the Pyrotechs.
You might have got away had you not been falling so damn much.
Pyrotechs down to 3s. We're clicking. We're clicking. Huh. Let's hit the Highwayman. Can play Squirrel. Pact, sure. This keeps incinerating bad. Serpent and Click. Yep. Could play Siri into the incinerating trap, unfortunately. You know that it's incinerating at this point? Yeah, crushing would have flipped. Pit trap would have flipped. Yeah, like taking the squirrel, flipping over the incinerating. You can take with the Siri. Nicker's coming out at the worst possible time, enabling Hangai's hand. It is cued. Now what? Just Siri. Siri it is. Ooh. Golden Roach is good. Or not. I guess... I guess you can just do that. Never mind. Pit Trap cleans up the board. Think about playing the Shoop. Use the Shoop. And Shoop says... Does not hit the damage. Did you get the resilience one? Mine got scorched. You could discard the red haze. Discarding the red haze is pretty cheeky. You can play red haze? Huh. I think this is actually... I guess this is fine, right? I guess you could go Heatwave... like 2 leader charge to play around the Redea. Huh. Just goes for 1. This plays around everything except Redea. You discard. You click the card, then click on your graveyard. Or you can drag it to the graveyard. This would require leader 2. He's thinking about it. Looks like he's going for it. Siri and leader to win round 1 on even against Trap Elves. Ever and 2 bombs. That is a draw. Ooh. Ugh. Nope, kicks the bomb heaver. Hero gets the maxi? Maxi. Tank shark.
Your magic can't harm me. No magic can.
So Hattori could eat it with serpents. But if you're worried about getting the Feign Death bled out of you, which makes a lot of sense, you might just want to play the Feign Death. Not what happens. Now do we see the Feign Death? No. Saying, I want to see your last card. Willing to use leader charges if he needs to. I guess the most points you could have there is the Redea. Redea's 13, 3, 7, 13. Redea would have been a tie, I think. Bit greedy. But, I mean, it's to save the Feign Death for it. It's all best of 3.
I've no patience for humans.
Exciting Eldane. Solid 6 points. And yeah, we got a 4-point bomb heaver. I guess a Nero for a day is pretty good, but I don't think it's overcoming the 2 leader charges plus Vernaciel's still left. Yeah. Vernaciel's left. Aileron will pop out of the deck. And this board's already bigger than Twix's hand. On guy looking like he's taking game 1 here.
You're dead already.
It can be pretty good, but not 28 points good. Pretty decisive victory after losing round 1 uneven. Let's see. Do we have a moment to look over the deck lists? Not really. Hey, Yurlos. So we just saw the Patricidal deck. Oh, this is actually just the exact same deck. You know, this is really nice to look at. This is a very aesthetic lineup for sure. Seeing it all on screen at the same time really paints the full picture. Want to see Twix win. He won his first match. What is this just the unitless Arrakis? That guy really likes not playing units. 2-0'd someone playing only meta decks. Wait, really? Succubus? Probably not. I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably play another Succubus deck at some point later in the season. I don't know if it'll be a Maticless though. A clean dash answer. Oh no. Wait, this patricidal deck? Did Saul play Vi? Oh no. Wait, how? It's just like the dream red haze happen? And the dream shoot? Yeah, apparently this lineup. We'd Vi and Ball? Huh. Definitely regret not watching that match. That would have been entertaining. But hey, maybe you can make a comeback in this series. Series pretty good against Arrakis drones. A bit less good against Dimeridium Bomb. Is he playing it? Went for the Redea first. Trying to get a little bit of protection for the Siri. Or just playing for tempo. Knowing there's probably still a Heat Wave in reserve. Boosting up the Siri, not all that appealing. There goes tempo ahead here. There's so many things in this deck. Well, so many things in this hand, at least. Deal with the Siri pretty easily.
Don't make me laugh.
So, D-Bomb and a leader charge. Continues the threat. Gotta jam the shoot. How many bombs are left? Just Dancing Star and a D-Bomb. So exiling the Mata isn't even that big of a deal. There's a bug on my monitor. I was trying to get it off. It did get off, but I was unable to squish it. So Shoop gets committed. Twix is able to take round 1. The Shoot player have left as win cons. The dog. But yeah, this is rough. Not a whole lot of points
Who knew once death on you, no one gets to fool
for
you.
Twix remaining. Easiest tempo. Leader's points. That's sort of true. You get to Northern Wind the Foglet too. No. There's the dog.
See if he did any coin in his pockets. Or his owns.
What was the Northern Wind being saved for? This deck. Oh no. It's so good. Domino Leader. Does Leader plus Northern Wind 2-0? Okay, he's not going for it. That would have been wacky. Would it have though? The dog's ability. It comes out of the deck with a 10% chance for each card less than 10 in your hand. So when you have 9 cards in hand, it comes out 10% of the time. When you have 8 cards in hand, it comes out 20% of the time. And so on. Patricidal tokens get eaten by the Glusty Warp. Oh, is it the Purify Bomb? I actually just don't know what these cards look like, I guess. I thought this was Northern Wind the whole time. Okay, I'm dumb. Amazing.
And now I should
And Glusty here is more than plenty. Does not even need the leader. Poor Twix. Outmatched in the deck builder. Maybe the unitless decks it's especially hard for him. He does play a lot of damage. Here we are in the finals of the weekly tournament. Number 20. Oh no. Who picked this board? Why would you do this to us? Rip headphone users. Okay, let me take these off and do our nice silent cast. We got... Oh man, this is so weird without music. Hunter ping the Foglet. Trials of Fire when? I don't know, after we finish Disco Elysium maybe? Okay, I don't know what's worse, not having music or not having thunder in one ear. Is Curd still bugged? I'm pretty sure he is. Game. I guess I can do that. I'm gonna forget to unmute it though. Okay, chat. Don't let me forget to unmute Gwent. Overlay rainy mood with the audio so the thunder doesn't sound out of place. Until this board came out, I always had the use defender board enabled, but now I only ever play on the default board because this board exists. Down goes the Matic and out comes the dog. Arcloop wins simply because of Lambert and his leader. Oh, this matchup is really favored for Reckless Flurry, yeah. This is why I hate against the board. If you use headphones, it plays the thunder sound effect in one ear. It's so grating. I'm sure it's fine on speakers. But yeah, between Dancing Star, Gerd, Lambert, this leader, and Madoc, this is not a fun matchup for Arrakis. How does this work? I click on all these, and then the portal happens. Wow. Upgrade to be patched. Probably next season. Rexinette shows up if you do a zigzag. I don't believe you. You expected them to hotfix it? We'll just fix it next season. It's the bug with Garrett. Its text is wrong. We're in the finals. We are in the finals. This is a very uninteresting game. I don't know. Maybe some magic will happen. I believe in Hongai. I guess this is the Expiredale version. Maybe this one's better. Maybe Expiredale and the Frightener make this playable. Madoc gets winded. If Hongai loses his card, that would be a bit of a disaster, right? Then the unitless plan kind of falls apart. The leader gets to do things, yeah. So D-Bomb gets played. Your audio system. Actually, can I do that in my operating system? Sound control panel. Not that one. I know I can do some weird stuff on the operating system level with my audio. App volume and device preferences. Gwent. No, I can just pick a device for it. Use this to transform. Not transforming to make the Crimson Curse a little bit worse. Solid Dancing Star. Madoc popping out to the right row, too. That's Corruption Glusty. Oh, yeah, the Glusty is your last play. As long as you play the Curse of Corruption before the Glusty, you won't really have problems. Pretty sure all of these decks play Curse of Corruption. They just resigned to never playing the Curse of Corruption last. Tortoise chewing the cable? No. I don't think so. It's usually pretty good around cables. It does look like it. No. And wants to be melee row? Yeah, probably. Lacerate for 5. You can Gwent now. Get the Bear Witcher, kill with 2. Reason to not want the shields melee. I guess the Gwent would go to a 1. That's the Yen. You Heat Wave the Yen, I guess. Is the Glusty Warp going to be bigger than the board? That's pretty embarrassing. Oh, you just discard the organic. Is there any card that beats you? Nope. The most points he could have would be Scald Skirmisher. What a mess of a game. What a mess of a game. I wonder if wasting the Mork instead of wasting the Quen would have won. The 20. Tor does not chew on wires. Nah, he's usually pretty good around wires. I don't think I've ever seen him chew a wire. What species? I'm not sure. Never really got that identified. Okay, are we on a different board now? Can I unmute Gwent? Okay, good. Smells the wire now. I don't think he's really even near the wire. I think it's just camera tricks. The wire is just really close to the camera. So, Han guy again with another unitless deck. This one playing Scorch.
Next, a mysterious artifact
And,
beneath the sands of a field.
Mark with a deck that vaguely cares about damaging the opponent's board. There's Salamander Mages, there's some more else. I'm probably able to find targets for the ones that matter.
Swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn.
He's watching Netflix? He doesn't watch Netflix. He only watches the purple Netflix, which is Twitch. Giving back scratches sometimes. Time for Reckless Flurry versus Traps. Yeah, that matchup is not fun.
Have you seen a fuse lying about?
Prediction so one-sided. I don't know if I would say anyone is super favored in this game. What is it right now? Just no one betting on Han guy. Okay. Forgot he had another name. Yeah, he could have been Purple Peepo, but he chose Peepo Netflix. Ooh. Does look good. Yeah, probably not gonna have time for disco tonight, but there will be plenty of disco tomorrow. So sounds like I got round 1. That's step 1. Now step 2 is, can he successfully bleed? Street urchins, and this is banishing the boat, I presume. Yeah, no more boat.
Little square cat dragged in.
Spender down. Salamander Mage.
Exotic wonders for affordable prices.
No, this first. Now Salamander Mage. If you play a ranged Salamander Mage into a melee row
Salamander has no fear of fire.
incinerating trap, do you get your bonus coins? Don't answer chat, because I won't believe you. But I wonder. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe is an answer that I will accept. If anyone tried to give any answer more detailed than maybe, I would assume they were bullshitting.
Customer is king.
Tourists know he is in hell, meaning New Jersey. Not that bad. Anyone live in New Jersey on purpose? The climate's kind of nice. It's nice and temperate. Oh, the red effect is indicating that the card's adrenaline ability is active. What's wrong with New Jersey? Property taxes.
Aim between the eyes. Leave none alive.
Cultural wasteland? No, it's not. Maybe Central Jersey is. But South Jersey is basically Philadelphia, North Jersey is basically New York City. It's when you get to like the shore and Central Jersey that you might be accurate in calling it a cultural wasteland. Philly is more Jersey than PA. Yeah, there's a lot of Philadelphia, or a lot of Pennsylvania that isn't Philadelphia. And it is a very weird world.
For the daisy of the valley!
Humans to the sea!
Oh, Tortoise Cam went away. He needs to stop doing that. Yeah, yeah. Poor guy has some privacy. He has plenty of places to go. He does not want to be seen. It's incredible. I'm glad I could be an inspiration. So get the Feign Death. What's left here? There's a Scorch, an Aldane, and some traps. Is this going to be good enough? Sort of looking like it. What's in this Nero? There's a Vola. Wave the random trap. So the Savola gets scorched. Then Aldane is worth more points. I think Con Guy has this. So if you Morels this turn, you lose the 4 damage. If you Nero this turn, you still lose the 4 damage.
Why the nose straps?
Okay, this is an opportunity for a mistake to be made, but it's not being made. Can you break the Scorch, maybe?
Allow me to play you an elven.
Is there any way? No? Okay. Okay.
You will not stand in the way of my master's plans. I won't let you.
And the Han guy takes it. The unitless lineup prevails. Evil wins. That is what it feels like. That is what it feels like.